Okay, welcome back. Finally, I've gotten the chance to make another update here from the tiny house. This is Andrew and Melissa with Thriving Vegan and our YouTube channel. Really quickly, we finished bolting the solar panels down, the 360 watt, which equals 480 total watts for our house, and so those are secured for any day now where there's a high winds. They're nice and secured onto the roof. Now, one thing I just wanted to update you all about is something that for someone who is familiar and good with electricity, this probably wouldn't happen. But I am not there yet from my understanding of electricity, but right here, the batteries have now been changed, but they were completely wired wrong. And what I mean by wired wrong was that the two large positive and negative wires coming off of the inverter that allow the batteries to supply the power to the inverter were connected to this terminal here originally, and this terminal, the positive and negative. They were correct. The positive was to the positive side of the battery and the negative was to the negative, but they had no way to complete the circuit. They weren't, one of the positives, both the positive and negative were on the same battery. And so when I called up the support, they asked me to describe exactly how the wires were connected, and so I did that, and they said that the whole house was theoretically running off of only one of the batteries, because actually if you look at the other side, before, the solar controller or the solar panels were all going to just the other battery, and so they weren't both connected, and that I didn't understand. But I did have a certified electrician install this, and so I was under the impression that it was done correctly, but that was not. The batteries were incorrectly wired, and so I have now recharged, or am in the process of recharging, our 200 amp hour deep cycle 12 volt batteries, and I'll keep you updated on that. And other than that, I'm working over here in the side I've been breaking down pallets that are no good anymore from the store. There's a grocery store near where we are, and they often have, leftover pallets that they're trying to get rid of. So I've been able to save a few of those, which has been helpful. I take all the nails out, and then I've been working on first building a second little shelter for a second cord of wood. Not that we're going to need it for this winter, but that it'd be a good idea to order another cord of wood for the following winter, so that gives it plenty of time to dry out and be ready. Now, this is what the cord of wood that we have had so far looks like, and we've been using more than usual for several different reasons, and part of that was something that I fixed just the other day, which was someone suggested that we put a damper in the stove, and I actually happened to have bought a damper already, but I wasn't exactly sure how to install it, so I hadn't installed it yet, and I made the next day a priority to install the damper. So we'll be able to show you that once we get a day to show you the inside of the house. It's not going to be today, unfortunately, but hopefully soon. It's a little crazy now that the holidays are coming up so shortly. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave any comments or suggestions below. I really appreciate all the ones that we've already gotten. And yes, we are planning, here's the generator right here, we are planning to make an enclosure to not only protect it, but to also help muffle the sound a little bit so that it's not so loud. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.